Now available in paperback and e-readers. Spellbound, a darker shade of black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. In a recent article on harpersbazaar.com, Oprah Winfrey says that she was bullied by Harvey Weinstein, the producer who is alleged to have participated in numerous sexual assaults of actresses and is alleged to have participated in sexual violence against several actresses. And when I take a critical examination of this revelation by Oprah Winfrey, I find this revelation to be quite suspect. And the reason why I find this revelation to be quite suspect is because your Oprah Winfrey has been seen in numerous pictures embracing Harvey Weinstein, and there is video of Oprah Winfrey over the years saying that she has supported Harvey Weinstein and would continue to support Harvey Weinstein. And this whole revelation of so-called being bullied, I believe, is some sort of way to try to get in front of something as related to these revelations about the scandals of Harvey Weinstein, and a way to try to revise the narrative that Oprah Winfrey has regarding Harvey Weinstein, because oftentimes when it comes down to women, when they have a story out here, they always try to revise history to make it look like they're the victim, when in actuality they were quite complicit in their actions with a man who was alleged to have done some wrongdoing. And when people take critical examinations of Oprah Winfrey's actions as related to Harvey Weinstein, a lot of people are looking at the picture of Oprah Winfrey and seeing how complicit she is in supporting Weinstein in his extremely deviant behavior and his predatory behavior when he was preying on young actresses and going out of his way to establish his casting couch at the Weinstein Company, and actually going out here and sexually assaulting, allegedly, many of these actresses, and even participated in sexual violence. So people are looking at Oprah Winfrey and seeing how she had a hand, they believe, in supporting Harvey Weinstein over the years, and saying to themselves, Oprah Winfrey, who's supposedly supposed to be out here talking about how much she supports Me Too and Time's Up, was actually actively involved in helping Harvey Weinstein cover up his actions, and they're seeing that she as possibly as being complicit in helping out Harvey Weinstein. And in order to avoid getting any of Harvey Weinstein's mess on her, your Oprah Winfrey has coming out talking about how she was bullied. And she states that she was in Chicago and in her own little world, and she knew that Harvey was a bully, but I really don't believe that, because at the time, in the late 80s and the early 90s, Oprah Winfrey was supposed to be a very influential person, and the Weinstein Company, I believe, did not get started until till about the late 90s or early 2000s. So it really doesn't really add up, the timeline. And when I look at the timeline, it just doesn't add up. So you have Harvey Weinstein sitting there doing all this stuff, but you have Oprah Winfrey, who is probably on the same level or even above Harvey Weinstein, and she's talking about he's a bully and you don't want to take the call because you're going to get bullied. But if you don't want to take the call and you have all of this so-called power, you don't have to take the call. So I look at it as Oprah being complicit. She took the call because she wanted to make the deal, and she wanted to make the deal with Harvey Weinstein, and she didn't care about any of these actresses. She didn't care about what Harvey Weinstein was doing, because she wanted to enrich herself at the expense of these actresses who she probably believed were on the casting couch and didn't really care about any of them, And now you have your Oprah Winfrey coming out trying to backtrack and distance herself from Harvey Weinstein, which is par for the course for a lot of people in Hollywood, because people in Hollywood are primary mercenaries, especially a lot of the black people in Hollywood, like your Oprah Winfrey. They are willing to stand with a person as long as they're getting what they want, and then after they get what they want, they decide to abandon that person, even though they knew all about the dirt that was going on. So your Oprah Winfrey has just as dirty hands as Harvey Weinstein, and now she wants to make excuses to say that she was bullied, but I believe that there was no bullying on the part of Harvey Weinstein of Oprah Winfrey. I believe Oprah Winfrey willingly knew what was going on with Harvey Weinstein and decided to keep silent, because when it comes down to many in Hollywood, when they want to get in with so-called movers and shakers, what they will do is remain silent about things going on, similar to what many actors do with your Woody Allen, a known sexual deviant and a known pedophile. Most actors will talk about how they really want to work with Woody Allen, but they will sit there and not even look at his whole history of molesting his daughters and going out of his way to have that relationship with his adopted daughter, Soon Yi. So people will sit there and they will give things a pass because they want to get ahead and they want to get into certain inner circles with certain people in Hollywood. And your Oprah Winfrey was no different when it came down to Harvey Weinstein. She wanted to get the connections to get further into Hollywood, and she wanted to get further clout in Hollywood, and there was no bullying going on. What this was somebody trying to switch into another clique, and because she wanted to get in with the other clique, she ignored all of the wrongdoing going on with Harvey Weinstein. So that's what was going on with your Oprah Winfrey. And these allegations of being bullied, I see it as nothing more than complete BS, because how can you be bullied when you are up there with these people, and the only reason why you're going along with these people is because you want to go ahead? And with this revelation of so-called being bullied, people are seeing the hypocrisy of one of the leaders of the so-called Me Too and Time's Up movement, and people are looking at her and saying to themselves, how can you be bullied when you knew about this, you went along with it, and you supported this man for so many years, and now that he's been caught, you want to put some distance between yourself and Harvey Weinstein so that people won't see how complicit you were in helping Harvey Weinstein and supporting him in his sexual harassment of actresses, his sexual assault of certain actresses, and the sexual violence he is alleged to have perpetrated on actresses. And the reason why she remains silent about it is because she wanted to come up. She wanted to, come to the next level. And she wanted to be a big media mogul. And she didn't care about any of those people as long as she could rise to the next level. Because that's how it is in Hollywood. And that's something most people don't really want to talk about, because what they want to do is revise history to make themselves out to be the victim, when in actuality they were standing right there allowing the perpetrator to continue participating in their deviant sexual behavior and continuing to do things like sexually harass, sexually assault, and participate in sexual violence against young actresses. And the reason why they did that is because all they cared about was moving themselves up to the next level. And we could see that with what Oprah Winfrey did with the late Michael Jackson when they came out with Leaving Neverland. Your Oprah Winfrey was standing right on the boat with the enemies of Michael Jackson and showing us all who she was really loyal to. And she shows us how she's really loyal to that same institution of white supremacy by talking about how she's bullied by Harvey Weinstein, when in actuality she was right there with Harvey Weinstein all along, and now she wants to change the story because she doesn't want anybody to see the dirt on her hands that is in the same bowl of mud that Harvey Weinstein's was in. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to pick up some of my SJS Direct publications, like the ISIS series, the East series, the John Haynes series, and the Spinsterella trilogy, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella. Discover the dark side of love in this goth and lovely romance with Spinsterella. Get Spinsterella in paperback and e-readers at your favorite online bookseller today.